I'm host Sean Lennon. Make sure to check out Fightlete Report, fightlete.com. We got a lot of coverage of the regional MMA, including Pure FC 19. And of course, my guest on the Fight Report is Nick Klein taking on Frogger Dan Almario at Pure FC 19 main event. And it'll be the first time that he will fight at heavyweight. Formerly, he had fought at middleweight. And we appreciate you, Nick, being on the Fight Report, of course, training at Pura Vida and getting this opportunity to make your pro debut as well.
Yep.
So talk about, the past couple years. We haven't seen you fight for some time. Your last fight, you did very well. You got a big finish. But, obviously when the pandemic hit us, everything got shut down, canceled. And how eager are you now to step back in that cage?
Yeah, pretty eager. I mean, I guess I'm just excited to compete. Yeah, I've had a number of matches fall through. I had like a quick stint of fights. I think it was like Phillip Behrens, and then I kickboxed Rodney Nash. And then sometime after that, me and my coaches had talked about going pro and stuff. And then I actually had like a minor knee surgery done. And then right as I recovered from that and was ready to start scheduling a fight again, that was when the pandemic and everything broke out. And then, that's all kind of dialed back down again now. And there was another one or two missed opportunities or fights that fell through, and looks like this one's finally going to make it to the cage. So excited for that.
Definitely excited. And you've fought at Pure FC before. We've seen you compete at Pure FC 9 before. And we've also seen you compete at one of the more recent Pure FCs in 2018, I believe.
Yep.
So, yeah, talk about fighting for this.
Might have been like 11 or something.
Okay. And, Pure FC 12, it says. Friday night cage fights, and then back at Pure FC 9.
Gotcha.
Talk about that, fighting for this promotion. How excited are you to step back in and gain your opportunity to fight for the pro debut at Pure FC?
Yeah, just making a pro debut has been an option for quite a while now, and it's just cool that that's finally going to come to light. Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to come and make a pro debut for any promotion. It just so happens that my coaches were looking to stick me on one of the Pure FC cards, and I couldn't be happier to take up that opportunity. So.
And talk about, talk about the weight class, moving up from middleweight. I think you're going to be competing at heavyweight for this fight. Is that an interesting challenge for you?
Well, it'll say heavyweight, but I definitely don't fit that weight bracket. Kind of more or less relying on speed and skill, to compensate for the pounds I'm giving up. So I'll be weighing in with my clothes on. I can say that.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I'm not too concerned about a weight class, man. As long as I'm not trying to like cut down to like 155 or something, I'm definitely, obviously that's a harder jump than just eating some food and weighing in at 207. So, but yeah, I mean, I've competed at light heavyweight before, and it's, I don't know, what's another 65 pounds, I guess.
I got you. So almost like you're going to be coming in, really under.
Yeah.
But talk about your opponent, Dan Almario. How excited are you to get in there with a veteran like him? He's competed for multiple promotions, including in Illinois, XFO, and then also, competing in Wisconsin as well. And King of the Cage, who was his last bout, I don't know if you saw it, he got a first round finish by punches, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. So, all that, talk about the opponent.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really watched any film or anything like that. I used to, when I used to have fights and stuff coming up, I would like do all the research I could on like YouTube or whatever and try and watch them. And now I just show up to the gym and train, and it's just whatever happens is going to happen, So I hope he brings his best. I'm certainly trying to bring mine, and yeah.
Definitely. And then talk about the opportunity to fight again after this. Are you looking forward to fighting a couple times this year?
Yeah, I definitely like to get back in once for sure. Yeah, I mean, obviously I have some other, a couple other priorities outside the gym that I want to get wrapped up this year as well. But yeah, for sure one more before the end of the year after this one would would be pretty satisfying. So.
And when you're preparing for the fight, is there any kind of music you like to play? Like when you're back in the locker room?
I don't know, man. I listen to so many different genres of music. Yeah, I listen to a little bit of everything. So I guess it all depends on what I'm feeling at that time. Anywhere from hip hop to metal to whatever EDM. I don't know. Yeah, all sorts of stuff, man. Really just depends on the mood. So and the vibe that day. So.
And talk about, training at Pura Vida with some of the best coaches that you've had the opportunity to be with. We have Jake Clip, we have Zach Otto there. Talk about, having the opportunity. Saulo Costa is also there.
Yeah. Ben Tomes too is also taking care of some of the wrestling there as well.
Okay.
The staff is awesome. Couldn't be happier with them. They definitely helped me develop as an athlete, and not only them, but also like the training partners and just the community around Pura Vida. A lot of my training partners and teammates, I wouldn't really wouldn't have a lot of the skills that I've built without them. So it's good that there's always people around that can keep testing me and helping me get better. And between that and great coaching, I mean, that's all you need. So.
Yeah. And how long ago did you start training at Pura Vida?
I actually trained at Highland Fight Systems because I had lived a little bit closer to them at the time for about a year. And I want to say I started that around like 2017. And it was probably like my 1-year anniversary with that gym that I had started. My work had kind of migrated south to Milwaukee, and Pura Vida's right there and has a great program, obviously. And so it just made all the sense in the world to start training there.
Definitely.
So probably about three years now. I've been coming close to 3 years. Been training there between 2 and 3 years. So
well, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, they've really, established themselves as one of the top gyms, Milwaukee, and a lot of great fighters coming to there. Guys who are are in the UFC right now as well, and so it's an exciting time, I think, for that Pura Vida. Would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Tons of when I was talking about teammates before too, there's some other killers in those rooms that don't have any I don't know what you'd call. I don't want to use the word fame. It's not so much fame or as a reputation yet. There's certain guys that you see and you're like, man, like you give that guy 2 or 3 years and some people are gonna know about him. So and it's always great to see that new talent move into the gym too, because that's also a good test and more good experience for the other guys that have already been in the gym too. It's always cool to see the next generation of athletes coming up. So and I'm there to train with you as well.
Definitely, man. And talk about when the fight night happens. You have any friends, family that are going to be there? Finally we have things opening up a little bit. A lot of regulations, restrictions still with the COVID-19, but we have some friends there, family there.
Yeah, my dad and my stepmom are usually pretty. I think they may have missed one of my fights, and even that's carried to high school too. My old man has always been there to watch and support. Fighting isn't exactly something that I know he wouldn't pick for me to do, but he knows that it's something that I really like and enjoy participating and competing in. So he supports that with me too. But yeah, my parents will be there. I got a few friends coming out and stuff. But that's really it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll have a little fan base there cheering for me. I actually I was gonna bring my my 2.5-year-old, but it just wasn't it didn't work out this time. Maybe when she's a little older, so it'll be something that I go through with. But
yeah,
she's always. She always asks me where I'm going when I leave for practice. And I said, I'm going to the gym. And she asked if she can come with. And I'm like, well, not this time, but soon, soon.
Yeah.
So, but.
And also, your teammates, a lot of them haven't had the opportunity to compete. Some haven't even made their amateur debuts, I don't believe. And so talk about that, 10 of your, quite a few of your teammates are on this card with you.
Yeah, like I said, when I talk about, younger guys that don't even have a reputation yet, there's a few guys in the gym that haven't fought or have maybe had a pancreation bout or a couple grappling bouts or something like that, but are really, really gifted athletes. And Pure FC is a good promotion for them to showcase some of their earlier skills on. So.
Definitely. And do you watch the UFC fights, man? Who do you have on? McGregor, Poirier? Or Poirier, McGregor, Poirier, McGregor too.
I'd like to put my money on Poirier. I think he's a little, I think his head is still in the game a little bit. I think McGregor's made enough money to where it's not as he's not as hungry for it anymore, but anything can happen, man. That's why I don't bet on fights. There's been a few fights I could have put my life savings on and that guy loses. And that's why I don't ever bother betting on him. So.
Yeah, definitely.
I've had friends and stuff before ask if they could bet on me, and I'm like, don't. I said I'm confident in my own skills. I'm not confident on your pocket, though. So
right. Oh yeah, I understand for sure. And talk about what can we expect on Sunday night when you fight Dan Almario. Main event, Pure FC 19. You guys get to close out the show. Should be an exciting one.
What to expect? I don't know. Action. I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna give away the secret sauce, but it should be. It'll be entertaining. So it'll be worth a main event. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So,
I'm assuming it is going to be quite a striking fight. I know you guys are both well versed on the grappling. You both have been big submissions. He's been doing the grappling tournaments as well. So I think it's going to be a big striking fight. Yeah,
probably. I'd like to keep it on the feet myself, but I feel pretty comfortable anywhere it goes. So, definitely. And I've learned to strike from just about anywhere I am in a fight too. So, yeah, inflict some damage and get my check and go home. So that's what's to expect.
We expect a great one. Appreciate you being on the Fightlete Report, Nick Klein. Everybody check it out. Pure FC 19. It comes to you live Sunday. If you can't be there, there'll be a live stream this Sunday in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And make sure to check out Pure FC on all social media fronts. They are putting on some really great fights, and can't wait. So let us know how to follow you on social media as well.
Let's see. It's just my first and last name on Facebook. So yeah, Nick Klein. Yeah, pretty simple. And then I think I'm Combat Klein on Instagram too. Combat _ Klein. There might be like a number after that too, 72 or something like that. I think it might just be Combat Klein though. I don't know. I'm not very active on my Instagram, so not a huge social media guy. My Facebook is relatively active, so that's about it.
I got you, man. Not everybody has to, go down that route, and I'm sure your fighting skills will be, what everybody will be talking about too.
Sure. Hopefully.
Well, we appreciate you, Nick Klein, being on the Fight Report today. Best of luck. You and Dan Almario square off a main event. Pure FC 19. Everybody check it out. Streaming live. Also going to be live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Going to be exciting. Check it out. Appreciate you being on the show.